Hey, fellow Star Wars fans, I'm Mike, and you're watching Force Within TV, and today I'm excited to talk to you about another Dave Filoni interview, which reveals hints about the ending of Rebels Season 4. So, before we get into that, guys, though, if you haven't already checked out the Force Within TV channel, head on over there after this video, check out the different playlists I have presented on the page, and if you like what you see, subscribe. Also, remember there is a question of the day at the end of the video I'd love to chat with you about in the comments. But let's get into this. So, now if you're a fan of Star Wars Rebels like I am, and you're probably a little bit confused as to how this is all going to end in Season 4. There's not really a lot of hints from the trailer. The trailer probably only goes up to mid-season, right? Well, I was hunting around. I was actually going to create a video more specifically on that, and I was hunting around the web trying to find, a little bit of information about it, and I came across this Dave Filoni interview with Slash Film that, it sheds a lot of light on the subject. So very happy to go into this. In fact, I have about 5 interesting, not about, but exactly 5 interesting facts, and I've saved the best for last. Number 5 kind of blew my mind. So, in the interview, number 1 here, in the interview we learn we will not see the Battle of Scarif at all in Star Wars Rebels Season 4. Now, the news I had heard was that we wouldn't end the season on the Battle of Scarif, so I thought the Battle of Scarif might still be in there, but we are not going to have it in Star Wars Rebels Season 4, according to this interview. So the second piece of information that we get from the interview is that Dave Filoni basically comes out and says that Jedha will not be in Star Wars Rebels Season 4, basically saying that Jedha is something that's special for the movie and will be explored later. And I literally have on my notes for this a sad face. I mean, Jedha, I think, is one of the coolest things in Rogue One, and I was really looking forward to exploring Jedha in Star Wars Rebels Season 4. We know we were going to see Saw Gerrera from the trailer, so I thought we'd be going back to Jedha, but unfortunately not going to happen. Let's move on to number 3 though here, guys. So somehow I missed the fact that Two Tubes is going to be in Rebels Season 4. Now in the article on Slash Film they mentioned that this is news that came out of the Celebration panel. Let me know in the comments below, as well as with the question of the day. Did you hear this? Did I miss it? I just can't believe that nothing has been said about this on YouTube, and I haven't heard it. So let me know in the comments below. I mean, personally, I am totally pumped that Two Tubes is going to be in, Star Wars Rebels Season 4. Absolutely love the character. I believe there's 2 of them, right? They're brothers. I have to check out my visual dictionary. But, very interesting. I like how Dave Filoni said, too, he's like, he's such a cool character visually, so we really wanted to include him and bring him more to life, similar to what they did with Plo Koon in the Clone Wars series. So moving on to number 4 now, guys. As Dave is discussing Two Tubes, he ends by saying, so there are little things like, and he's suggesting Two Tubes, to give you context, that will cross over basically, but nothing of real significance necessarily. So very interesting. I mean, this is not what I was expecting. I was expecting Rebels Season 4 to really cross over and integrate into Rogue One. So big news here saying that there's just going to be little pieces that they take from Rogue One. And, Rebels is going to be very much its own story. So very interesting from the mouth of Dave Filoni. But now let's move on to number 5 here, guys. This one blew my mind a little bit. And it says, when Dave was talking about Jedha, he mentions, like I said, they couldn't include Jedha, right? So he says, we have our own Jedi mysteries that we've been wrapping our head around on this show. So basically, they couldn't go to Jeddah because, you know, there's a lot of mysteries there. There's a lot of untold, you know, things going on there. But in our show, we have our own Jedi mysteries that we've been wrapping our head around. Now, this just makes my mind explode with questions, right? Are we talking about Ahsoka here? That's definitely a big Jedi mystery, but she's not actually a Jedi. So are we talking about Kanan? Are we talking about, is Kanan going to live beyond this, you know, season 4? Is that the mystery? Is it Ezra becoming a Jedi? Right? Maybe Ezra is going to progress and become more like Ahsoka and a gray Jedi, hinting at the future of Star Wars and Episode 8, The Last Jedi. I don't know, guys, but this ties in really well with the question of the day. What do you think Dave Filoni means by we have our own Jedi mysteries that we've been wrapping our head around on this show? What does he mean by that? Head on over to Slash Film. Check out the full interview breakdown there. Very cool. Thank you so much for Slash Film for getting that at Celebration. So happy I was able to bring that to you guys. And listen, if you're here, you're new to Force Within TV, please head on over to the channel. Check it out. See what we have there. We got lots of Star Wars Rebels information, as well as, you know, news, predictions on who's going to die in Season 4, as well as lots more. So head on over to Force Within, the Force Within TV channel, and if you like what you see, subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and may the Force of others be with you always.